it's Julia at the blog farmhouseharvest.net. Hey, we've been working really hard at the farmhouse / homestead, and I wanted to take you guys on a tour. It's been a long time. I don't think I've done this for several months. But the alfalfa has just been cut and baled. It's nice and fresh out here. You'll notice if you look on the ground, there are little pink flags everywhere. We did get the sprinklers in for the house around the yard. And so alfalfa's, it looks so good and fresh after it's cut and baled. Actually, after it's cut at all, it's kind of like yard work. And then we did get the sprinklers in. So we still have some alfalfa growing and coming up, which we just need to disc under, I guess, with a light disc. And then we will be able to rake it out and plant grass. But it is getting late in the season, so I don't know if it's going to happen this fall or in the spring. The chicken coop is right over there, and the garden is behind the house. You'll see that. We do have some trees. These are the trees that I planted. We planted them the spring before they shot their leaves out. We dug them up at the house we're in right now and then planted them over here. And they're doing really well, especially because we actually haven't been watering them. The water table here is just nice and high. And you'll notice on the outside of the house, we are doing the front porch in brick. And the front door got stained and painted. So I actually wanted to do the front door in a lighter color, and I did a gel stain because the doors were already hung, and anyways, it was a lot darker. As soon as I put it on, it was a lot darker, but Home Depot's a little bit of a drive from here, and I just wanted to get it done, so I went ahead and stained the front door. And we will be wrapping those front porch posts, and then I will be staining them to match the front door. So it'll be darker than I actually wanted it. I wanted them to be a little bit lighter, but it's gonna be a dark hickory is the color. And then we will also be putting on shutters, and they'll be the same color as the front door too. But I do like the color of the brick up next to the White House. And then a porch swing will just make that perfect. And the walk up to the front door will also be brick. So that stuff doesn't have to be done before we get our occupancy permit. So it kind of gets put on the back burner. So one thing you'll notice about the front porch is that, and the back porches, is that I did put fans up, and that's because about a quarter of a mile down the road over there, you see that the big barn back there is a dairy. And so I just want to make sure that I'm not providing shelter for the flies. So fans usually blow them away or keep them away. Okay, let's go inside. So we have some exciting things that have happened since I took you guys on a tour last. The floors are completely finished. This is a hickory flooring. It's Bruce hardwood hickory flooring, and it's pre-finished. 3/4 inch wide and natural stained. So they're 3.5 inch or 3.25 inch wide planks, and they're 3/4 inch wide on the width of the wood. But I really like it. There was a ton of pieces of wood that were warped, so we, they say like, give 10% more for waste, but it's definitely more than that. I love the fans. I have this fan in the front room, the living room, and my bedroom. I just like the schoolhouse light on that. It's kind of old-fashioned, traditional look. The stairs have been finished just recently. I need to polyurethane those posts. But that's exciting. So I just love the look of, the traditional look of the balusters right on the wood treads and the wood posts. Okay, so let's come this way. Oh, another thing you'll notice is we got the doors on. That's so exciting. 5-panel doors, inset 5-panel doors, so they really mimic the old-fashioned wood doors that were inset wood doors. Bathroom vanities. We are not going to have the plumbers come put sinks in there until the kitchen cupboards come, I believe, which is November 2nd. So we're still about a month out for those. And then the master bedroom. These lights are not the lights that we're going to be keeping. They're just lights, cheap lights that the electrician put on, because the lights that I bought, he didn't want to put up since they didn't say that they were UL listed. So that will be more work after we've moved in. So we do need to do the baseboard, which Darren will be painting hopefully tomorrow. Master bathroom. I'm excited to show you the vanity that I've been working on for the master bathroom. I got a 1930s, what's it called? A buffet. And I'm turning it into our vanity. So hopefully that'll work out right with the plumbing, that it will, we'll be able to install it without any problems. And then I did the schoolhouse lights, and that will be above a freestanding tub, which will most likely get installed when they install the sinks. There's the view out the bathroom window. Sorry, the window's dirty. I will be hanging curtains on these windows, even though, you know, there's really no one that's going to be looking in. I just like to have some curtains to close, because I don't know, don't feel like taking a bath, getting naked in front of a window. But yeah, pretty. So this color of paint on the walls is called Soft Secret by Bear, and it's a grayish, tannish, very light grayish, tannish color, almost white. In fact, if we didn't have the bright white trim, it almost would look white. Okay, master bathroom closet, or master bedroom closet. All built out, just needs trim, baseboard trim. And the front room. Goes around to the kitchen. You can go all the way around. This is going to be a little reading nook. Same here. I bought a really cute light that the electrician won't put in. So we've got to put that in ourselves after it passes inspection. And then this cute little seat right here is going to get a stained wood top to that. And that will just be a cute little reading nook. Okay, so this is the hall that goes from the front room to the kitchen and dining room. Off right here, this door right here will have a barn door on it, and that goes out to the laundry room and then the garage. And then these two closets are both pantries. So right now they probably have tools and stuff in them, but so 2 pantries on that wall, and then come in here, and we're in the kitchen. Kitchen, dining room, same thing with the dining room chandelier. The electrician wouldn't hang it. So we're gonna have to do that ourselves. Lovely. Okay, so kitchen. I'm using the same lights as above the bathtub and the master bath. Above the sink, and then above the island, which I got, and I can show you too. And then the pantry over here, this pantry will actually have base cabinets and then open shelving above that. And on top of the base cabinets, we'll do a butcher block countertop. But I had them install all these plugs so I can put my appliances in here and not have them out on the counters in the kitchen and still be able to use them easily. Did stain the back door, so that's a hickory stain. And I did want to go lighter, but I actually like it. It matches the dark color in the wood flooring. So, and then I have a door that matches exactly like that back door, and that will go right here. Although I was thinking I would really like to do a hutch that covers that. My husband thinks I'm crazy, but I would really like to do a hutch right here. I have barn door hardware for a door, but I was thinking barn door hardware with a hutch would be so fun. That you could roll, put casters on it, and then you could roll a hutch to open and close for the pantry. Then you wouldn't even know the pantry's there. It would just be a cool hutch that you could use for storage. Okay, then dining room. This is where we will be putting a buffet. I've got an antique buffet that I'm refinishing that we'll be putting right here. I did do beadboard instead of shiplap here. I really like the traditional look of beadboard. We went and stayed at the Oregon coast in a house that was like 100 years old, and so much beadboard, and I just love it. And so, yeah, I'll probably hang a few pictures here and then have the buffet right there. And then the living room. Some things I love about this living room are the window seat. I'm super excited about the window seat. It is a nice place to sit even now. And the brick fireplace I will be muting with some lime wash so it's not quite so red. And then it goes back to the front door and the stairs. Oh, this is this is under the stairs. You might have seen this on Instagram, but that is where the hatch is to get into the crawl space. And I just love the way Darren did the wood flooring on that, and then shoe cubbies, because we will actually use this as a coat closet. We'll actually hang some rods across this way and use this as a coat closet. Then we did do a corner closet in the living room, just off the living room. This will be for, right now it's got all the tools in it, but it will be for blankets and games. So lots of storage in this house, and the view is so nice. So that's just a huge barn out there, big white barn. And some trees, hopefully they get big fast. Just a nice place to sit. So I think for this living room, I'm definitely going to be putting a bunch of pillows on here, but I think I'm going to hang the curtains in front of the window on this wall and this wall, so that you can close the curtains and then just be in your own private little sunny place. I think that'll make it fun. And then I always like to do tie backs, so we can tie it back open. And I am excited. I did just order couches for that room. So now if we go out to the back porch, we have been, it's covered in stuff, but we did this is brick off of Facebook Marketplace. We paid, I think he paid $2,000 for enough brick to do the front porch, the back porch, and then a nice big walkway out to the driveway in this brick. And so we leveled the ground, laid the brick, and then we put polymeric sand between all the bricks, and you get that wet and it holds the bricks in place. So that really needs to get washed off before you can really enjoy it, but I like the look of it next to the White House. And then a couple fans, because again, we're in the country, there's a dairy not too far away, and the flies I'm wanting to deter the flies. So, but this will be a nice place to rest and relax, put a porch swing and enjoy the view. And then go out to the garden, the chicken coop. Chicken coop, I am going to be doing a video on. I have some shutters that match the front door, so they are cedar. The front door of that chicken coop is made with cedar, and then I have cedar shutters that I'm going to be installing on the window. And I really need to clean the chicken coop out and get it ready for winter, so I'll be doing a video with that. And then the garden is seeing its last days. We harvested a ton of squash. I think we got like 35 butternut squash and probably about 25 of the spaghetti squash. I didn't grow any acorn squash this year because I was just in a hurry and we've got a lot going on. But I am excited about these. The butternut squash will last over 6 months. So they've been sitting out curing. Oh, I've got a chicken out. 2 chickens out. 3 chickens out. Oh my. I've got to get those girls back in their coop. But yeah, we've been harvesting these, and we've actually already been eating these squash. They're super easy to cook and super yummy. Hey ladies, have you gotten out of your coop? I gotta let these girls back in their coop. I don't know how long they've been out. No, Ginger. You stay in there. Stay in there. Stay in there. No, you stay in there. Stay. No, stay in there. Stay in the coop. No. Why do you want to come out? No, don't come out. No, don't come out. So I really need to clean this coop out and get it ready for winter. These girls should be starting to lay any time now. No, you don't need to come out. Still got 1 more chicken that needs to come in. Come on, girl. Come on. Good girl. Good girls. Lay some eggs. Okay. So I'm going to be doing a video also with cleaning out the chicken yard. We just throw a ton of our vegetables and stuff in here. Put up a shade for them this summer. That's a different video. But the garden this year was definitely a just throw it all together, try to get it in really quick while we're building the house. But I am excited about all these squash, and our root cellar obviously is right there, is not done yet, but I will be, and I don't think that root cellar is going to get done until the spring because there's just so much going on trying to finish the house, which we should have this house finished the middle of November, be moved in by the end of November, and then it's really not building season after the end of November. So I don't think that root cellar right there will get finished until the spring. So these squash will probably be sitting in the garage while we eat them, and they'll store really well in the garage. The garage stays nice and cool. For the garden, I am going to be pulling out all of these squash plants. Tomato plants, the tomatoes didn't do very great this year. I do still have some ripening, but a lot of green tomatoes. So I will either find something to do with the green tomatoes or pull these plants out because they probably have a month. We start freezing at the end of October. And the sweet peppers did great this year, and I will probably just keep harvesting these until they freeze and pull them out. Potatoes did really good. They could have done better, and I believe the drip system was a problem with the potatoes this year. But we still have lots of potatoes, so we harvested a few of those already, and then we will harvest the rest of them before it freezes. And yep, squash bugs got the button squash and the yellow crookneck squash. So my son and I will be coming and cleaning this out this weekend. Beets are almost done. The strawberries are doing really good, looking really healthy. And then we get to the spaghetti squash, and you can't see them real well, but we did just plant a whole new row of blackberry starts right here. And there's a ton of blackberry starts that the squash plants have pretty much taken over right here. So those need to get posted and tied up before winter and after we clean out these spaghetti squash bushes. And then the raspberries are doing really well. They're doing super well, so I just need to stake these up and put in some wire lines to help hold them up. And now I will take you into the garage and show you a few projects we have going on for the inside of the house. I am refinishing a 1930s buffet for the master bathroom vanity, and super excited about the stove. There's 1950s, I think it's 1952, Western Holly stove, just waiting to get hooked up in the garage. And I got my kitchen island, so I'm super excited about that. I found the island and the vanity on Facebook Marketplace. The island doesn't need any work done to it at all, and the vanity is getting refinished. So come with me into, this is the laundry room and the garage. Okay. This is the 1930s buffet that I'm super excited about and refinishing. You can see I've sanded a lot of it so far. Well, maybe half. And I'm just using this little rotating sander right here with an 80 grit paper to take that old stain off. And I think I might actually leave, you can see how it still has some dark in the cracks. I think I might actually leave that and then just do a matte polyurethane over it, and it'll just be a light. And then this will also get granite on top. So hopefully we can get the plumbing to work, and for a sink over on this side and a sink over on this side. And that's gonna be really pretty. I'm excited about that. Then I got this table for the kitchen island, which we will raise a couple inches, and I think I'm gonna put a shelf on the bottom, but I fell in love with the legs. Look at how fat. These legs are just big and fat and beautiful. So this will be the kitchen island. This is handmade by a guy locally. So Home Depot sells turned legs, and this is an early American stain. So I'll just buy a few little legs from Home Depot, stain them the same stain, and then I think I'll actually put a shelf between those new, 3 to 4 inch legs and these legs, so that I can put some baskets on there or store things on that. But I'm really excited about that island. It is 7 feet long and 3 feet wide, and that will also have granite on top of it, or quartz. And in this box right here, you can't see it, but that's the 1950s Western Holly stove, which I love and I'm excited about. And yeah, as soon as I can get my husband to put that in the kitchen, then we can get the propane hooked up and still waiting on kitchen cabinets. I hope you enjoyed this little update on the homestead and the farm. I will make this a public video on my page so that you can go back and watch the whole thing if you missed it. But thanks for following along, and if you haven't subscribed, please do. I'll keep you guys updated with the farmhouse, the homestead, and thanks so much for watching. See you next time.